The time is 6:18 a.m., May 29th, 2025. I am to report in the last, since right before Lita Ford. Okay, so get this, okay. This is something that does occur here. All can witness themselves on Facebook. They came in from 1511 and they start cranking. I will get to this details of what they did later when I have had R&R. They start cranking, digging, tapping, and knocking. They started to saw with a saw. From the radiator area, they came in from 1511, so they're in these two structures conjunct to 1509. Okay, that's confirmed. I can't talk in detail about the ones that came in from 1511. All right. Last night, they were sawing again. They were sawing away. Like you take a small saw, or you know the sound. We'll get to that when I've had R&R. Okay, they were sawing in the area of the radiator in my extra room, but they were also sawing away. You can't see it anymore because there's a pile of cardboard boxes in the way, but there is a fireplace in the center of my extra room, and they were sawing over there. It is about 10 feet from the radiator on the wall. Okay, so it's all in the area where they were sawing last night from 1511. So they come in and they started to saw and saw. I can't go into detail about that. They were trying to be quiet. Please hear my words of what kind of idiots, whoever they were, are. You're trying to be quiet while you saw at 9 p.m. on someone's wall and underneath their floor. Like a maniac. But be quiet, be quiet. And so what I often do is I start to play really loud a glam rock song. Now, I love Rat and all that. Oh, yes, all that. But the glam rock, Lita Ford and stuff just makes me laugh. I love it. But it isn't something I've really like listened to, sit around, listen to. No, but I like to listen to Lita Ford. I kind of did a paragraph of why. It brings me happiness these days, much longer than I used to make fun of it. Right, but who cares? You know, nowadays, the present time, Lita Ford makes me happy. I listen to Lita Ford get through this terror cell. She really is great. Okay, but we'll talk about that stuff later. Okay, but there'll be like glam rock Lita Ford, like just now, that burst out super loud as possible, from inside the compound with an enemy terrorist or enlisted military. I don't know. I cannot know who was there. I only know the U.S. Army. I can only even talk in detail about them. So the stuff that just happened now, and then the Lita Ford bursting out really loud, is my point I'm making to the mental illness of this compound, of the population in the city of DC and the mental illness of the Americans. You've got this kind of violence, Lita Ford blasting out 7-6 in the morning, dead bodies, cannibalism, and pedestrian traffic with helicopters that are low-lined with the trees, and the pedestrians just walking. I've seen them so many times staring blankly in front of them like there's nothing over their heads. And then Lita Ford will blast out super loud from a house in the compound. This is complete insanity here. And along with all that be these mufflers, sirens, everything and anything to make a person cringe, plug their ears and run from the city. It's so heinous, the noise they make. You got sirens, mufflers, semi-trucks, crazed people staring in front of them, helicopters low-lined with the trees. Lita Ford blasting out, people sawing under the floor, dead bodies, everything, dude. All of it. Goodbye.